is going on? Welcome back into Content Meta. If you are new to our channel and ain't subscribed to our content, please make it official. Destroy that sub button, leave a like, and hit the notification bell. Alright, so before we jump into the details of this week's episode, I wanted to quickly comment on the style in which the show was presenting its material. You can obviously tell that the writers wanted to end the show on a positive note. I mean, it is the last season in the franchise. So it wasn't until towards maybe the end of the third episode was when it became apparent that they were going for that old TV serial style of storytelling, each era in its time likewise matching. So I've noticed that this actually gives it that flair, that certain flair that made comics a must-have, but I'm curious to see if they'll keep this dynamic moving forward. Now, before we go any further, or in case you turned your brain off, there will be spoilers from here on out. So in this installment, a new player in the grand scheme of things has come forward. We learned that the Chronicon Sybil is a predictor and is behind the plot to remove S.H.I.E.L.D. from history. Now, we don't exactly know what a predictor is, but she is there to answer one question.
Why are we set to self-destruct when compromised? We should be set to detonate.
Advanced technology would be scattered across the past, which would only hasten the formation of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You see, this is why you are a hunter and Sybil is our predictor.
Now, this is an obvious sleight of hand from the writers to get your eye off the fact that up to this point already, the Chronicons have in fact paved the way for the future. Inadvertently, yes, but they've done it. Both Wilfred Malik and Ernest Kienik is now proof of this. So yeah, even though S.H.I.E.L.D. does not yet know their location or what their ship looks like, it's only a matter of time before they do. Now, if you've been keeping up with the content here, we've been anything but remiss about how we feel about Yo-Yo. Now, I know she's been through it. A lot of the team has been through it, especially May 2. Her segment is right around the corner. But man, what she's been experiencing with her speed, wow. So she finally gets a break with Mac to discuss her,
This usually works. Well, performance issues, it's not uncommon. 1 out of 5.
Listen, this is not a prediction, just wishful thinking. I hope by the end of the show or before the end of the show, Yo-Yo will perform an amazing feat. In one of the more lighter moments of the show's run since maybe the past few seasons, we see Jim and Phil enter Area 51, which is a S.H.I.E.L.D. base, and impersonate S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. Maybe no one has ever seen Agent Peggy Carter before, but her reputation is well known, which allows for the England-born actress Elizabeth Henstridge to assume the identity of Miss Carter. And what takes place afterwards in their search for any hiding Chronicons trying to get hold of S.H.I.E.L.D. tech can only be described by the words hijinks and cringeworthy humor. If you're watching this, you've already seen it. But while Jim and Phil are in play, Sousa from the show Agent Carter conveniently arrives. And now again, as mentioned earlier, it's really nice to see these crossovers creating the tapestry of continuity throughout the Marvel Universe. It just gives nerds like yours truly something to ponder and think about. Even though May is as tough as they come, it's slowly becoming more clear that her ordeal with Izel from the season 6 finale is gradually taking a toll on her. Now, whether or not you believe she is possessed by Izel or has somehow been replaced by an LMD, in my humble opinion, first of all, she's in denial about believing Coulson was back in season 6, only to find out that he came from a shadow dimension created by one of the monoliths. I'll bet money that took a toll on her. That's one. Then 2, she almost loses her life in the process, sees another version of Coulson, which is not the real version, and just doesn't know how to handle it internally. Maybe in an upcoming mission, she'll finally get some much needed closure that she's missing. In true S.H.I.E.L.D. fashion, it was all hands on deck in order to stop the Chronicon threat set to detonate an explosion that would have wiped out the entirety of Area 51. Even Sousa was able to get in on some of the action. Speaking of which, since he is set to appear in next week's episode, my interest is already piqued to find out just how integrated his role is going to be in the show in upcoming episodes. Finally, it was cool to see our team, who has already been to the future and outer space, get to pull one over on their own. Who knows? This is just one of many events that they participated in that more than likely increased the need for their presence in the first place, and thus, in this meta moment, creating the title of this episode. So that just about does it. Stay tuned in the Content Meta for the review of next week's episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And until then, see you then.
And there's one other person you pissed off. His name is Phil.